guys, Nick here. You're listening to the official podcast of 4PlayerNetwork.com, a weekly live show about video games. We're proud to say that we've been at this since 2008 and have remained 100% independent since day one, and that means you'll never have to hear a sponsored ad on this show. So if you want to support what we do, all we ask is that you consider making our silly little show part of your weekly rotation. You can tune in when we record these episodes live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/4playerpodcast, all spelled out. If that's not your thing, though, you can also subscribe to the show on your preferred podcast service, join our community Discord at discord.gg/4player, or, if you're so inclined, send us a couple bucks a month on Patreon. And that's it for shameless self-promotion. Time to talk about the latest and greatest in the world of video games. Let's get started. All right, hey everyone, welcome to 4Player Podcast, episode 855. It is November 13th, 2025. I'm your host, Nick Henderson, joined by the usual crew tonight, Brad Simons.
Hello.
I know it's weird coming right off of the sound check, but anyways. Crispy, hello.
Ahoy!
And Chris Davis.
Good evening.
Drinking tea, apparently. Not coffee.
Coffee.
Tea.
This is half calf.
Oh, you said you were going to get tea a minute ago. Whatever.
Well, I thought we'd have, I'd have this, and then I've got this.
Oh my God! How many beverages do you bring with you when you sit down for a podcast? You know we're gonna be sitting here for a while.
I'm going to be finishing this in like 30 seconds.
There's no.
Then
pee
I want
breaks.
something else to drink.
Yeah, we're doing a one-segment show tonight, so no pee break. Sorry, man. Sorry,
You have to pee in that
made
mug,
your bed.
dude.
I'm not Brad. I can hold my fucking bladder. Okay.
You say that. You say that now.
Am I known for not holding my bladder? What's going on?
I think he's making a quip about you being old or something. I don't know.
Yes, exactly that.
That doesn't work anymore, Chris Davis.
We're all old?
It's like
3 weeks ago, you came at me about drinking a lot during the show, and you were asking if I was getting up in the middle of the night to take a piss. And no, I don't do that.
yeah.
You don't do that.
I mean, I don't either, but I also don't drink a
I
shit
do.
ton of shit before bed, like my children.
Anyways, because that's what we're here to talk about tonight.
Piss.
First of all, guys, to everyone watching us live on twitch.tv/4playerpodcast, welcome. And to everyone listening at home, I guess there's no point in me saying this because if you're already listening at home, you already heard it. Anyways, before we started the recording, I just wanted to let everybody watching live know that we are now recording these on Thursday nights. If you missed the memo, this is like our third week, maybe doing it on Thursday night. So we switched. We've made the jump from Tuesday to Thursday, which means the release schedule changed a little bit. So if you're a supporter on Patreon and or Twitch, you'll get a link to it on Saturday or Sunday, just kind of depending on when I get the editing done, and then the audio releases for the public on usual streams on Monday mornings at 8 a.m. So just wanted to get that out there. I will let everybody know I'm running a little behind this week, so it'll probably be out late Sunday. But anyways, enough about that. We got a lot of video games to talk about tonight. A lot of new stuff that we haven't even really touched on yet. Lumines Arise is out. Brad's finally going to talk about Keeper, that game that... Do we have any updates on what the max player count is on Keeper? I'm just curious.
No, look, Nick, we're not here to make anybody sad, okay?
Well, I mean,
there's been other tragedies too, so honestly, let's just.
It is
continue.
sad. It is sad, but anyways, and then what else we got? I'm forgetting one. Oh, Dispatch,
BallxPit,
Dispatch, yeah, video games. We got lots of them, and we are quickly approaching, end of the year.
16 people playing Keeper right now.
Oh,
16 on Steam.
What's the all-time high?
That is an increase.
The all-time high is 191.
Oh,
That concurrent.
That is unfortunate. Maybe we can get some new folks into it after listening to our
Nick.
talk tonight.
No, that's a bad news for you.
No. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Anyways, we're gonna talk about all that tonight. So why don't
we should start with that, Nick?
With Keeper?
I mean, that's the most natural segue ever, where I tell
it.
people not to buy Keeper. Nah, I don't know, whatever. It's on Game Pass or something, look.
Don't be
We're
like
available in
this,
the Steam family. Yeah.
All right, Keeper. This is that weird
was-
lighthouse game, right? Yeah.
Not
There's
bad.
footage rolling. We're
Is
talking
it a
about it.
Lighthouse game, Nick? Is it a Lighthouse game?
I
Maybe
don't know.
spoilers for people who look. There's no spoilers. You aren't going to play Keeper. I know because I just looked at the Steam numbers, which
This
tells
is a
me
Double
no one
Fine
wants
game,
to
by the
play
way.
Keeper. It's a
Statistically,
Double
we're
Fine
not-
game. Yeah. It's the new Double Fine game. But I mean, is it really the new Double Fine game?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
is
it is.
Yet?
Well,
they
it's not
developed
like
it.
it's not
Is
like
it? It is.
It's the new Lee Petty game, right? It's
And
it's like a smaller project. It's not like Tim Schafer isn't like
Who's-
writing it or
They didn't pour
directing it.
Psychonauts money into this.
Do we know?
No.
Who's responsible for this?
Lee Petty. So he did Stacking and some of the other
I
like
love
smaller
Stacking. Stacking is probably
Double
to this
Fine
day, outside of
games.
Psychonauts, my favorite Double Fine game.
What are Lee Petty's other games? But you know, it's still look. We're not here to talk about Double Fine. Well, maybe we should. Does Microsoft like check their bank account? I don't know. This is the new game from Double Fine, and I would most to describe this game, I would call it a journey, like, if you will. It's like a wordless narrative, a game where you are progressing by observing the environment and figuring out how to interact with the environment. There are some puzzles, but they're kind of like the find the things to interact with and see what they do. You know, like journey style puzzle. So like we talked about
you're
Sword
burying
of
the
the
lead.
Sea.
You're
What?
bearing the lead because you're playing. Are you playing as the lighthouse or the bird, or both?
Yes.
Well, are you looking at the footage?
I am. I
Is
can't really.
the-
I mean, it
the
looks like you're
lighthouse is
controlling.
I'm
turned
not a
into a boat?
lighthouse. Yeah. I'm not a lighthouse anymore. I'm a
But-
boat now.
But you are a lighthouse that has transformed
True.
Into a
and
boat.
still has aspects of
Yeah,
it.
I don't think I'm going back to a lighthouse, and I think I might transform. Yeah,
But you'll
This
always
is not.
have the light.
So it's not
that
like
it-
Donkey
that-
Kong where you're getting like transformations that you can.
No. This is a linear, like story driven, vibes driven game. Like it's almost like an art piece, if you will. You know, I moved on from the lighthouse portion, and now I'm on this portion, and it's not. There's no going back. It's just, you know, it's like Journey, right? Part of the journey is becoming a boat, and like who knows what's going to happen after that. You
And
know?
then you're
And
a
yeah,
boat.
I have a bird friend, and the bird is kind of like, you know, he interacts with some of the stuff in the environment that I can't reach as a boat.
So he's more of
Um,
like the bird serves more of like a grappling
Companion.
hook kind of functionality where you just like send him to things
Yeah,
to like
exactly.
interact with things.
And there's some Headlander. Lee Petty worked on Headlander, I believe. Remember Headlander?
Yeah,
I don't
Yep.
remember
Yep.
Headlander. What the fuck?
It was the
is Headlander?
Metroidvania where your head
We
comes
saw
off and whatever.
we saw it at that fucking
Yeah.
indie mixer at E3 a few years ago. Remember?
He's like, I believe he's like an artist who started like leading projects at some point. You know, through like, you know, at Amnesia Fortnite. Are y'all familiar with this? Yeah, we've all seen Psych Odyssey or the various
comes.
Double Fine documentaries. Surely.
Somebody in chat
where-
said they didn't make a 7-year documentary about this game, and that's the litmus test.
No, true.
Oh.
But I believe he was like one of the artists on Broken Age. Whatever, dude. Look, here's what I've come to learn about myself after playing this and Sword of the Sea this year. And when I think back to Journey, that game didn't make my top 10 list. Yet people talk about that game like it's one of the greatest games of all time. Like there are not a ton of indie games that show up on greatest of all time lists, but Journey is one of them. You know, like Hollow Knight, Journey, Hades these days, right?
Balatro.
I
No,
almost
not
feel like
Balatro. Not even Balatro. I'm saying like have already like become indie sacred cows, if you will.
Are we
Journey
still
is
calling
certainly one of those.
Supergiant an indie studio though? I almost feel like that's
I mean, they're
whatever.
they're
That's
an
neither
indie
here nor
studio.
there.
They
I get-
self-publish, I think,
yeah.
these days.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you think
I guess
they
it just
sold
depends.
out, Nick?
No, it's but like they clearly have like
They ain't got
they
no more
clearly
indie
have the
cred?
resources that a lot of other indie studios don't have at this point, which is purely
Yeah.
due to their
yeah,
success.
Sure.
which is
Sure.
fine.
But I
I'm
mean,
just
there was a
saying.
time where
Yeah,
like we
indie
didn't know if
doesn't
they were
just
gonna
mean
make it, right? They made
indie
Pyre.
doesn't just
and
mean not successful. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
like, I'm
Balatros
65
indie, and
hours
that
into
dude doesn't
Hades
have
2,
to.
and I'm still seeing new dialogue on every single
It's
character
not
I
fair.
interact with,
It's
and I'm
not
like,
fair
what
that
the fuck?
like people
Yeah.
make games like that and they have to like compare themselves to Hades, and it's not fair. It's the same thing with like Silksong, right?
Yeah.
And or we saw it with like I played a shit ton of Absalom, and well, see, that's not really a small little indie studio at this point, but um
And you
but
still
like
haven't
that's
talked about
doing like
Absalom on this
stuff.
podcast.
No, I
I just
have,
realized.
absolutely I have.
No, I mean, like, but you never brought footage or anything. Like, you talked about it during
No,
your like 4-player minutes. You have not.
is that
Maybe
fucking
when there
true?
was a demo. When there was a
Is that
demo
true?
for it. Yes,
Did I
you have
not
not
bring Absalom to this podcast yet?
I remember
it's
you
like
bringing it.
he brought when
I
there was a
don't.
demo for it. You brought
No,
the
like
demo
recently,
footage.
I finished that game.
No,
I haven't
I
talked about it on
know.
the podcast.
You have not talked about it outside of your 4-player minute.
This shit
Since
almost.
you
Why
like
am I talking about Keeper then, dude? This game's fucking
Yeah,
boring.
I don't
Look,
know.
I hate this genre. I hate this genre so fucking much. They're
That's what
too
you were
slow.
building to? You were
Well,
talking
I-
about
look,
Journey and like greatest
people-
games of all time, and you're like, this
but no,
fucking
that's what I'm
boring.
saying. People
I
talk
kinda
about
wanna
Journey
see
like that.
Absalom.
I have affection for Journey. I do not consider Journey even to be one of the better games of that year. It's I did not put it on my top 10. I
Same,
liked it at the
same.
time, but like it doesn't stick with me like it does with other people. Like other people
I
really
think
connected
think
to it. Maybe emotionally, maybe like spiritually. I don't know, artistically, but not me.
I think the experience that a lot of people had with Journey, just how it came down to like you had one of those like kind of magical interactions with a stranger in Journey, it like
Yeah.
automatically shot your
That's
like
part of it,
enjoyment
right?
of that game up. Yeah,
But
I mean,
all the
like, not
Journey
everybody
likes don't even
experienced that.
have that. The Journey likes
Yeah.
don't have that. You know what game I've heard this year compared to that stuff from Journey is Absalom. Playing
God.
co-op with strangers, with unmiked strangers, and like doing a run with them. Like people, I heard people on multiple podcasts bring up Journey, and like feeling like they really made a connection with this other player.
Well,
which
here's
is
the rule: you're not allowed to mention Absalom by name one more time until you bring fucking
is
footage
that
of it.
I don't is it.
I don't know.
God, that's crazy
No.
though. That's crazy.
You brought footage of it like 6 months ago or something when there was
If
a
you
demo
did-
for it or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
remember.
just
I feel like
all
I
tuned
don't
me
know
out,
what that
man.
looks like.
I mean, I know what it
That's
looks like, but
sucks
since
that
the game
you
came
felt
out
that,
and
'cause
you've
it
been
felt
playing it a
beautiful.
bunch, quote unquote, lately, and you finished the game lately, you have not talked about it on the show outside of your 4-player minute.
Is it
Just
because we were
saying.
just like not doing podcasts for a couple weeks or whatever?
It's been a weird time. There's been like trying to like shuffle things around and
Can anybody in
there's
chat
been a few
confirm
weeks we didn't have a
this?
show.
If you're there,
I mean, I'm the host of this podcast. I feel like I should
Mm,
I should know this.
I
Don't
probably
trust these
told
fools.
you I was going to talk about it, and you were just
Yeah,
like,
you've mentioned it a lot, but
no, you
always
probably
without
just like
footage.
forgot. You didn't make the
No.
overlays, and I just forgot about it, and we're like, oh shit, damn, that's crazy.
I know this fucking
You know what
podcast,
sucks about
man.
that, Nick? I like that game so much more than this one.
Yeah, you chose
Double
to bring
Fine's
footage of this
Keeper
one.
is it's artistically beautiful. It is
It's fine.
mostly like a art
It's
like
fine.
installation or whatever with some gameplay. I don't know. I just don't connect with this type of game.
Oh,
I thought
here's
Sword
what
of the
you-
Sea
here's
was
what you
so
could say.
fucking boring, and this
Here's what you
I
could say
think
about
is
it.
really kind of boring.
Double Fine's Keeper is fine, but if it is the downfall of Double Fine, it would be fucking tragic.
Well, I mean, the downfall of Double Fine will be Microsoft. Nothing that Double Fine does, because Psychonauts 3 would not like make enough
What I
money to
mean
make
is-
Microsoft happy.
I was just saying is if this is the game that like if this is the straw that breaks the camel's back for Microsoft to just say they're done with Double Fine,
it would be sad
that
if
would be
this is
tragic.
Double Fine's last game, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, but like
Because of
like,
Microsoft.
like
It
what are
will
we even
al-
talking
it'll
about?
of course be Microsoft's fault. I'm just
Matt
saying.
Booty said that Hi-Fi Rush was a success on all measures of the word, and then they shut down the studio. So like, what are we even doing here?
Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows.
Like, it almost doesn't make sense that Microsoft hasn't already shut down Double Fine. They should have watched the first trailer for this game in like an office upstairs, at the exec floor, and gone, get out of here. You're all fired.
Yeah,
That's
I
when they
mean,
should have fired Double Fine.
the whole
Because
like
this is a
tech
game where you're a
sector.
lighthouse and it's boring.
Damn.
I'm not even a lighthouse. I'm a
I like how
boat
this
now.
conversation started with Brad saying, "We're not here to make anybody sad."
I will say, at least as the boat, I am moving around a little bit more and like looking for things. When you're the lighthouse, you are basically just walking forward and doing really boring puzzles. Now I'm sailing around looking for the bits of the boring puzzles.
The footage, the specific footage that you brought today with the boat gameplay actually reminds me a little bit, not in any real capacity, I
Beyond
suppose,
Good
but
and
it's
Evil?
giving me
I
like
was gonna say,
the God
yeah.
of War,
War.
like
Oh,
when
God.
you're in like the big hub area, just like going around in the boat.
No, Beyond Good and Evil. That's the comparison.
Beyond Good
Yeah,
and
but like
Evil.
both of
Yeah.
those games are more exciting than this. I mean, God of War can be a little boring at times, but at least there's like, you want to find the stuff that you're looking for in God of War, right? It's like, and the
Nice.
puzzles in God of War are actually good. Here they are not good.
Damn.
But like, I think
All
no one
right.
wants to be mean to this game because
It's not stopping you.
one, maybe they would like Journey more than me. I don't fucking know. Or two, maybe they're everyone is like is worried about Double Fine. Everyone gave it like them a homie point or two. I honestly believe that if this wasn't Double Fine, like there would not even be reviews for this game. That's so mean. Can we talk about something else?
Yes, we can. Real quick, is for two questions.
It's
One,
fine.
was it
It's pretty. It's pretty. Do you like pretty?
I love pretty. Some would say
But do
to a
we
fault.
value beauty? Is that what you're saying? Of
Not when
course.
it's
Yes.
Truth and
Two
beauty.
questions. Two questions. What was this a fever dream or do I remember them saying that Tango Gameworks is their first project after being reforming was to make a follow-up to Hi-Fi Rush? Is that an actual thing that supposedly is in the works?
I don't think Tango's going to be making it. I think AI is going to be making it.
Oh,
If you're watching
God.
the Crafton news,
Oh, fuck.
Well, what's
it's
his name?
not good.
John, whatever his name is, the director.
Johannes, yeah.
Yeah, he's been talking up recently. So there was Hi-Fi Rush is actually not on sale right now. You cannot buy it. And the reasoning that he's saying is that he believes it to be licensing for the music. But also Crafton now owns the IP, so maybe there's more to it than that. I mean, there was also a deal that was signed last year for a physical release of Hi-Fi Rush, and nothing's come from it just yet, but
Crafton also said today that they are looking for people to volunteer to resign because AI is their future. They're looking for volunteers.
Everyone's
to not
doing
work
that
anymore.
now. Everyone.
Dude,
Rockstar's doing it.
No, not they are. I mean, not like this.
No.
Not
But,
like this.
That is going dude. The whole tech sector, video games or no, like all of these companies are downsizing. Like they are cutting as many jobs as possible and replacing them with AI. Making good video games is not going to be a thing anymore because investors are just going to say your headcount is too high. Like it doesn't matter how much revenue you're generating, you're still paying people too much because you have too many people.
I will say, I think if we are going to expect AI to make video games, Journey likes are probably a good target to aim for. Because like it's just a bunch of art and so little is actually happening. I bet AI can handle that.
This is the most depressing conversation.
Have you seen these? No. Hang on. Have you seen these accounts on Twitter that like keep posting like AI fucking like AI renders and trailers for games that don't exist, but they like make hardly any fucking sense as video games?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like,
no, look,
I don't
this
is a
Twitter
cool
anymore.
art style that I animated to make it look like it's an Elder Scrolls game, but like it doesn't. You don't do anything. Someone had like an ultra realistic Joker, like Joaquin Phoenix Joker video game. And like the trailer is just fucking Joaquin Phoenix's Joker walking around a city, and it's like, okay, cool, but what's the game? Like, what do you do in that game? Like that Brad
Dude,
Brad's prescription for what the future of video gaming is I don't know, maybe optimistic. Like
sure. But you know what? Like a landmark thing just happened. Well, not landmark. Arc Raiders is like the biggest thing in the world now. And
yeah.
they
Weren't they using AI voice or some shit?
Yeah,
Like they were using like AI for voice acting instead.
they
of...
are.
there was a thread on Era saying, was it Eurogamer? Eurogamer just gave this shit a 2 out of 5 and said AI is one of the reasons why. I mean, like they basically admitted saying, fuck you, they used AI, they're getting a 2 out of 5. And the response to that, some people were going good, but most people were going, boo, boo, Eurogamer.
Yeah.
What? God, what fucking? Oh my god, we got to move on. This is
Because
super
people like
depressing.
Arc Raiders. People like Arc
do like
Raiders.
it. People do like
But
it.
like, you could like Arc Raiders, but a
Nothing-
human could have done that. A human could have made that.
Nick, nothing is ever gonna beat the treats. Nothing's gonna beat the treats.
Dude, I heard that Expedition 33 used a little bit of that good old AI. Did you hear about that?
I don't know about that.
I mean, I heard
For
about this
what?
months ago, I think. I don't remember. Probably
Let's look at
probably some shit art.
Okay, you're
something, I
rolling
don't know.
footage of Keeper while we're now
Yeah, let's
barreling
move
down
on.
this rabbit hole of AI, and I'm getting
You know what game
depressed.
wasn't made by AI, Nick?
Lumines Arise.
Sure. I was gonna go BallxPit, but honestly, BallxPit, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, we're talking about Luminous.
All right.
Lumines Arise, the hot new game from Enhance.
How do you talk about Lumines Arise?
Well, I mean, so I mean, I could talk
Luminous,
about it.
but pretty.
Yeah, it's a new Luminous. Has everyone here played Tetris Effect?
Yeah.
No.
They
buddy.
took Luminous and they made
This
it like Tetris Effect.
Motherfucker, you told me you've never played Hades before. Shut up.
I mean, that's
What
true.
are you talking?
No. That's kind of a joke. Tetris Effect was Enhance getting the Tetris license and going, dude, let's just like juice this shit up and make it like Lumines, right? And that's Tetris. It really worked for Tetris, right? For Tetris Effect, right? Because that was also a puzzle game that had cool art and stuff. Well, they made that. I mean, it kind of has the energy of Tetris Effect, but Lumines has always kind of had that energy. I'd say it's more the music is a little more like Tetris Effect versus like old Lumines games. So there's lots of I don't even know how to describe it. It's not really like a genre of music I engage with, or even, I don't even know what it is. But
In Lumines, you mean?
Well, I mean, in Tetris Effect. I don't know how to describe that music. You know, like you've heard at least the song from the trailer, right?
I mean, is it like what, synth pop or something?
You know, is that what that is?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
There's those kinds of vibes in this game, but it's still Lumines. It's definitely like a great looking and playing Lumines game. Like it feels really good to like move the blocks back and forth and spin them around. I am playing on the PS5, so I don't know if the PS5 controllers like like you know, Mizuguchi stuff has always kind of like tried to do cool stuff with like force feedback, rumble, all that sort of jazz. And like honestly, I had to get this game on PS5 because I knew that stuff was going to be great with the controller, and it feels really good to play and move the blocks around. But the core of it is still very much Lumines, but it has that Tetris Effect style, like the backgrounds are like really crazy and active. And one of my concerns going into this game was like, is this going to be too visually busy to even play the fucking puzzle game, even more than Tetris, right? Because Tetris is relatively simple. Tetris is Tetris. Like it doesn't really fucking change over the years. It's the same game, right? Lumines, and it's simple, right? And straightforward. Lumines has always been more complex than Tetris, and it evolves, right? It evolves with like the tempo of the music and whatnot. Like the bar that moves across the screen
It kind of
moves at like
forces
a
you to
certain
think.
like the speed of that bar can change depending on the tempo of the music, but also the speed at which blocks fall can change depending on the tempo of the music, and that can change like mid song. It changes from song to song, and that already makes it way more like you have to be paying attention, and you're going with the flow, but you really have to like adjust your strategy to what the flow of the song is at the time to some
Yeah.
extent in a way that you don't. Tetris just gets faster, but you're doing the same shit but faster.
I talked
Lumines
about
not
this
really
earlier
like
this
that.
year, but Lumines single-handedly kind of like, because I had not flown for a while and I was getting a little nervous about getting on a plane again, and Lumines fucking saved my life, man. I turn on Lumines at the beginning of a flight and I didn't even look up like for like the entirety of the flight. That game is so just in the
But
zone.
like I got this game you have to play this shit like Keeper probably. You should probably play this on your television 4K,
Yeah.
with the best headphones you got. Like, this is one of those games that tells you, plug in your headphones. Don't be stupid when you
I'm
start
gonna
up the
plug in
game,
that
right?
VR headset. That's what
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
do.
absolutely, absolutely, right. But like, and let me
I've
tell
never
you,
played
like,
a game like this in VR.
those
I don't know, which
vibes
I
are
think
like
it's gonna be
immaculate,
interesting.
right? So I
It's-
did play Tetris Effect in VR. In fact, I played, I also Res Infinite in VR. Like and I never tried their other what was the dog puzzle game called from last year or 2 years ago.
The dog puzzle
Uh,
game?
yeah, it was on my top 10 list. What was that fucking game called? With all the people, the humanity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That game also had VR mode because Enhance always does VR, and I'm sure that would have been amazing because that game was also like audio, sensory, exceptionally good. Whatever, this is obviously that. I think Mizuguchi. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's Lumines, but it's like the most beautiful Lumines has ever looked. It is very like visually busy, but they give you a lot of options to like tone some of that shit down. One of them is that the game is constantly zooming in and out. Every time you make a 2x2 block, like Lumines style, the game would zoom in. And you do that so often in Lumines, it was just too much for me. So you can turn down like the levels of zoom to like have it just be when you get like an extra big block for me, it zooms in, but it's not like the constant like back and forth.
Yeah.
Before I turned it down, it was honestly too much.
Oh god, I
But
just
there's
felt
even
that
more
burst
options
into
than
my
that.
bones. That was so good. Sorry. Sorry, you just cleared like half the screen. That was nice.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking love Lumines. In fact, I think Tetris Cow is the most like overglazed sacred cow in video games. I mean, Tetris is great, but it is so one note and it hasn't changed in decades. Like,
Like
that
Pokemon.
no,
Kind of.
Pokemon has changed way more than
I know,
Tetris
well,
has.
yeah, I guess that's true.
And like people are like, it's the perfect puzzle game. No, it's good, but like fucking Tetris Attack or Peno de Palm was already better than Tetris way back then. Like, control yourselves. And like the only reason that people were popping off for Tetris Effect was because of all this like Lumines shit. Like there's a million versions of Tetris. It like they made it like Lumines, and that's what made Tetris Effect awesome. And now that the real deal is here, y'all better fucking buy it because Lumines is fucking hype.
I'm gonna buy this
I
tonight.
will say, no, you absolutely should. Everybody should.
I need to
I mean,
I need
honestly,
to
it's
remember.
stupid not to.
I need to remember how to turn on my VR headset.
Yeah, and then learn how to put it in the package so you can let me borrow it. I do want to play this in VR because I mean I've said it before, but like both Res Infinite and Tetris Effect made me cry in VR, and I don't cry a lot when I play video games. And now I finished this like the campaign. I finished the like all the skins and like the story mode or whatever. But so it sucks that that's the first way I experienced it. I would have loved to have experienced it in VR like for the first time, but it's still I imagine going to be pretty fucking extraordinary when I do get there because the busyness is probably designed for VR, right? Like you would imagine that it might even be more distracting when you're in VR, but I think it's actually the opposite. I played enough VR games, like I played Thumper in VR. Um, I played Tetris Effect in VR. Like I played enough of these games to know that like it's actually the opposite. I feel like when you're in VR, I'm more dialed in on the falling block, feel the falling blocks versus all the stuff that's going on around me. Because now it's like instead of that shit like blocking my vision, it's just like I'm just in the room with that shit while I'm playing my fucking puzzle game. It's so good. I I wanna get to like the fucking geckos, dude. I want to hang out with those geckos or
Those are chameleons.
chameleons.
Thank
Sorry,
you very
sorry.
much.
I want to hang out with these chameleons
God,
in
learn your fucking
VR,
lizards.
especially because the sense of scale, right? The sense of scale. It's so sad. Remember I talked about it last year, but Thumper I played in VR and I really loved it. They released another VR game called Thrasher,
Yeah.
which I talked about it last year. It also came out in VR. The sense of scale in that game was incredible. And like they have a non-VR version and it must be the dumbest, like most pointless shit in the world. Like I don't even get why that game is in VR. I'm not VR. Luckily Lumines is a good enough puzzle game where you don't need VR to like really enjoy it and like vibe out. I mean, of course you can just,
But it
plug in
also
the good
strikes me as
headphones.
like it also strikes me as like this is the perfect game to like when someone comes over and like, oh, I want to try VR because they've never tried it
Yeah.
before. It's like
Yeah. Well, I mean, still probably
check
Beat
this shit
Saber,
out.
but but
I still don't have Beat Saber, which is crazy.
you might be the only person with the VR headset that doesn't have Beat Saber.
I
Like,
know. Actually, I think
that's weird. That's
yeah,
weird.
I know.
But no, like this, absolutely. This is if you have
Or
VR.
Super Hot.
But I
Super
think
Hot's a
right
good
now
one.
it's only Steam VR and PS2
PSVR
VR.
too.
So I have a Meta Quest 2. Like I'm really sad that this didn't come to that like natively, because like Tetris Effect runs just fine on the Meta Quest 2. I'm sure it's a little maybe a more demanding, but probably not that much more. I want to finish this level because one of the other things that this game has, and they've dabbled in like sort of puzzle modes and stuff in other Lumines games. I never really fucked with those much because I spent so much time playing the default mode, but I got through the default mode in this a lot quicker. So I dived into some of the other like content in the game and was surprised to see how crazy uh they get with like the special challenge modes in this game, which again some of them I think have been around before, but like they just have like a trials, like a challenges mode or whatever, and there's like a ton of them, and like there's such like cool creative twists and challenges on the default Lumines formula, of which like the main campaign doesn't really fuck with at all. There's like one new thing in Lumines Arise where you can like trigger I don't remember what they call, but but you can, it leads to you making giant huge blocks, and which lead to huge clears, and it's really satisfying when it happens. But it's not very like it's not very innovative. It doesn't really change the core Lumines thing, but like the shit that they get into with the trial mode is so fucking cool. um like some of them, uh I don't even know how to describe them. I'm about to show you one where you're playing regular Lumines, but all of a sudden they block off like half the screen, and now you can't place any blocks over there. And then as the song moves, that clears and you can start putting blocks over there. But now they've created like bars across the top of the screen with one like small hole. So now all your blocks have to go through that hole before you like place them and
Oh,
stuff.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. And like there's like dozens of these like weird like challenges with like cool requirements like that. One of them has like it like irregular like blocks, and sometimes
Oh,
they'll
there it
come out
is.
with like I started playing it and it was like, oh, this is weird, this is not even a square, it's like a little L, right? Shave, are they doing like a Tetris thing or something? Like it was like an L, and I'm like, that's not normal for Lumines. But I just kept playing and playing, but then those pieces kept getting like bigger and bigger, and it was like getting irregular like 10 by 10 blocks coming down, and I'm like, where the fuck do I put this? I mean, luckily the thing with Lumines is the default mode is just two colors. So like obviously you can like fuck up, but you're eventually going to like get some combos because it's only 2 colors. Um, so yeah, cool
Good
stuff
shit.
like that. And yeah,
Yep, I
one
see
of
what you
them.
mean now.
There is a couple levels in the default campaign like where they do things that are a little bit different. One of them is like the screen's kind of filled with water. I thought it was just like a visual thing, but as I started like placing blocks on like the left side of the screen, the actual like playfield started tilting to the left, and I'm like, "Oh, this is funky." And as I started putting blocks on the right, it started like tilting back, and I just started
Oh, that's
becoming like
crazy.
like a game of like me like balancing. I don't think I had to. I think I could have just played tilted, but like it didn't feel right. So I was like, "Oh, let's clear some blocks over here and then move them over here." And then that's also the kind of stuff that they go a little deeper within the like the challenge. So do you see here where like those
Yeah.
blocks on the top are preventing me from like moving blocks in those positions?
I
Like
think your
it
feed must
definitely
be
makes it
slow.
harder.
We've already watched that. So,
Oh,
but
you're right.
yeah,
My stream is probably behind. Okay. Um, but
it
yeah,
is crazy
so
though.
there's a lot of cool challenges and stuff like that. And then there's like a whole multiplayer mode with like, and the multiplayer mode has like a whole new thing of sending garbage to the other player. I haven't really fucked with that because I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like amazing at Lumines, and I heard the killers are out. So I don't know. I mean, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games, and I've never been like a competitive block game player. Like I'm not a super puzzle fighter kind of guy. But I'm sure the people who do like that sort of thing will play this shit for like dozens of hours. It's cool. This is like a must play. Like just the audio visuals alone are like if you know, Keeper's cool, but like you know,
You couldn't help
Lumen
yourself. Yeah.
is like visually and auditorially spectacular, and there's a cool puzzle game underneath. So yeah, Lumines Arise.
Yep. Lumines is
All
pretty
like
sick.
it's a game like so like 10:45. Malia's like, we're not going to finish this episode of Love After Lockup. I'm going to bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? We got to finish this episode. And I'm like, she's like, nope, I'm going to bed. I'm like, fine, fuck. I guess I'll go to bed with you. Most of the time I just go to bed, right? Just go to bed.
Not anymore.
10:45. Now I'll be like, but what if I just play a little bit of Lumines and then I'm going to bed at like 1:30 in the morning and I'm like, this is not healthy. But I really zone out when I'm playing Lumines and I'll go and go and go and go and it's so good for that.
No.
Shit,
I
yeah.
won't
Oh,
stream
look,
it
this
though.
little
I'm not
cat.
going to stream it though. There's no point in streaming it. I remember playing like Lumines Remastered or like no the 360 release of Lumines back in the day when we actually had viewers. I would start playing Lumines and it would just go and go and people would be like, I guess I'll
Peace
leave.
out.
It seems to be like a just him in the game sort of situation. So yeah,
This feels
This
personal.
se- this seems strangely intimate.
yeah.
The longer
Yeah.
I watch, the more intrusive I feel.
It's good.
This is
I
a
mean,
game for
there's not much to
voyeurs.
say. Obviously, if you like Tetris, buy this. I guess I don't know.
Do people
If
not
you
like
like,
Tetris?
I don't know. I don't know.
Keeper
I mean,
Keeper
I've
is
never had to
boring.
pitch Lumines before, but it's one of the best
Keeper is
puzzle games
boring.
ever made.
Lumines Arise is good if you like Tetris.
It do the
No,
bright
Lumines
colors and the lights.
Lumines is a
It's hot.
masterpiece of it is a block puzzle masterpiece. It always has been. It still is that. If you've never played Lumines, just play it. It's incredible.
Well, I'm gonna pick
That's
it
that.
up, and like I said, Brad, I will let you borrow my VR headset
Yeah.
for it. But real quick
Enhance
before we pass,
continues to be goaded.
nice. Before we pass it over to Chris Davis, because I know he wants to talk about Dispatch, I just want to real quick. We got a couple quick mentions. Might as well just mix it up a little bit. And I know Crispy has finished Hades 1
I did. I
and
did
went straight
a
into
lot.
Hades 2.
Yeah, did I talk about that? We have
Briefly.
You talked about Hades 1 last week,
I did
but you didn't
finish
talk
very
about
far
Hades
starting
from the
1.
Hades
mic.
2.
I did start Hades 2 and now I've beaten the first boss like twice. So
Okay.
I've gotten
Hecate.
Hecate. And I've unlocked the first like like 4 weapons or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
the not
I
what are they
really
called?
some of the things I'm really digging. I really like the Arcana system. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
The
The
new
more you play with
weapons,
it too, the crazier it gets.
yeah, the new weapons seem sick. The whole like crafting thing with the cauldron.
Pot
The incantations.
Yeah.
incantations.
Yeah, the incantations. I'm still like kind of wrapping my head around all of the new systems, but they're fucking cool. And I really like the Arachne. Like I like the
Yeah.
little spider
Yeah.
lady that you
There's some
meet. And
good
she gives you, like,
ass
She's got
NPCs.
she's got a whole story that starts to play out that's really cool.
Oh my god. And the new gods that I've met so far, I've met Hestus, Apollo, I don't know, some moon goddess, Selene, I think.
Selene.
Oh, Celine, yeah. She's
Yeah.
like a whole new mechanic though.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, like
Yeah. Is she
her
like a new Apollo or a new Hermes or something?
No,
Well,
Hermes,
even more
well,
so than that.
kind
Well,
of,
like
but
she'll
Hermes is in
become
there.
built. If you really lean into her stuff, if you have like an aspect that really leans into magic usage, the usage of the omegas, like Celine synergizes with that, and like you'll eventually, she even has her own like skill tree, like mid run.
Oh,
You'll see, it gets crazy,
that's sick.
and that stuff can be
Dude, there
really
are
powerful.
so there are so many layers added on top of
Dude,
the foundation of Hades 1 in this game, and it just keeps getting crazier. Like it's fucking nuts, man. I'm like I said, I'm like 63 or so hours in. I've done 92 runs, and I'm just like where does this game, aside from the issue I talked to you about earlier today, Brad, in Discord, like I'm constantly going like, fuck, where does this game end? Like, there's no end to the new content. It just
you said that
keeps
you're at
going.
like 93 runs, right?
Yeah,
which does seem like a lot.
Which it does, but like I think by the time I finished Hades 1, I was at like maybe 102 runs or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there's
That's
obviously
like about doing absolutely everything, but like
Brad has alluded to this before, and I don't think it's a spoiler at this point to say, but like there is a complication to like the general the base formula of Hades 1 in this
two
game, where
different
they
kinds of
introduce a
runs you
second
can
route.
do. Yeah. You can go
So
up or
like
down.
you can go up
Yeah.
or down.
down.
It's cool because it
like,
feels very
That is
different.
sick. That's sick.
it's very cool, especially when you get to a point where it's like, okay, I've done a few going down, and I'm like that now. I just need I want to mix things up a bit, but I don't want to stop playing, but I don't want to do the same run over and over and over and over again. So you just like, I'll go up this time for
change
a
of
while.
scenery. Yeah.
It's
And
like a
sometimes you go
second
up.
Hades in Hades.
Sometimes
2.
you go
I mean,
up
it's like
and like you'll meet like a god, or you'll have like a dialogue conversation, and they'll allude something that you can now do to like progress a story, but it's down below. So he's like, oh shit! So my next run, I'm going down.
It's Hades 2 and 3.
So when you that's crazy. When you start getting lower on the downward route, like do you start going to places that were in the first game? Like you go back through Asphodel?
No.
There is one instance.
Wait. Easy.
I know.
I feel like that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler.
Well, actually,
Because that's kind of a.
I was
cool
thinking.
moment.
I know what you're thinking. I was thinking of the lava place. I forgot what it's called.
Asphodel.
Yeah. There is kind of like a side mechanic they introduced that takes you to whatever it's called. That's neat.
Oh.
Asphodel. Asphodel.
Yes.
Yeah, you go to Asphodel, but there's also another place you go to, but like Brad said, don't want to spoil that. But like, yeah, it gets pretty crazy, and then you go up, and shit gets crazier.
Okay.
Crazy up there, dude.
You know what else?
It's
You know what
crazy.
else? Have we talked about how like it seems like the Hades team has definitely been playing a lot of like Final Fantasy 14?
What?
Now a lot of the big boss fights seem
Tell me
very,
more.
like, similar raid mechanic shit. Like,
oh, is that true? I mean, it's definitely like
I watched.
They
I
get
watched
complex.
My roommate just beat Hades 2, and I watched him do like I kind of he's playing in the living room, so I seen a lot of fights just kind of in passing, and like some of them I'm like, dude, that's Final Fantasy 14.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying because like Chronos has like an attack where it's like, no, you stand here or you're dead.
It's like warnings,
stuff like that.
And like
it's very like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Like it's very like a raid boss kind of thing.
Yeah, it really telegraphs like big devastating AoE attacks, and like half the fight is just in like positioning and like moving around. Like
right.
Yeah.
Man, it's
which is cool.
It's such a cool fucking video game. I'm not trying to say like I know I've
But it's like too cool though. Like Supergiant's getting a little obnoxious, with
oh
how
my god.
fucking
They
Yeah,
cool they
yeah. Like
are.
once you've hit 100 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, and you're like, okay, Larian, like we get it.
Calm
You
down.
you can make
I mean-
fucking video games, okay? You little bitches.
They're definitely, yeah.
Lamest thing
They've
you've ever
definitely
said,
figured
Brad.
it out over there. I'm kind of ready for like their next Pyre, though. You know what I mean? It's like we get it.
Fuck
You don't have to worry
They're never
about
gonna-
money again
They're
ever
never
again. So
gonna-
Give us another 75. Give us another MIDI.
stop it. All their games are
Pyre
cool.
was sick. Pyre was sick.
Also, their
Cool.
best soundtrack still.
That's cool. That's fine.
I would like to
Yeah.
see
I
them
mean-
try like go back to something like fucking Transistor or
That is the thing. Due to the nature of the fact that those first three games between Bastion, Transistor,
Bastion, yeah.
and Pyre, like they're not like as inherently like addictive and like go like even the
They're kind of a one and done.
Because it
I'm
doesn't
saying,
have the
like-
roguelike element.
I'm saying like I'm never like yeah like come on get on with it I want to go like I am in the Hades games where it's like yeah this is really good writing I'm rolling my eyes it's so good can we hurry it up please I want to go play the game.
Yeah.
That didn't happen
I know,
with their first three games. So
I have reached a point where I am like trying to read ahead in the
Dude.
dialogue and then determine whether I can skip this or not skip this.
yeah.
Also, I'm
Dialogue.
sure you guys mentioned this when you were originally talking about, and I just don't remember. But like the visual redesigns of like the gods I have seen so far that were in Hades 1 have all been crazy good. Like
Yeah.
the new Zeus look, where like his whole like hair and beard is literally just like rolling like cumulonimbus clouds. Like
Yeah.
that shit
And they're
looks so cool.
They're popping off.
Dude,
They're popping
And
off.
they're
in
at
the-
war too. So like they're all
Yeah.
like
They're all
armed,
they have
like, for
weapons
battle
and armor.
and stuff.
Like
It's cool.
yeah, even like fucking Aphrodite like has that like spear now. Ah. Okay.
Mm. Wait till you
Okay.
meet Apollo. Apollo's sick.
I did meet Apollo.
Not Apollo. Who am I thinking of?
And
Oh,
definitely Scuba Steve, definitely.
Scuba
Oh my
Steve.
god. Why
Oh,
am I...
even like Skelly, like Skelly's like all like generaled out now.
Yeah. Dude, Skelly's so good.
But you know,
I
Skelly
love-
always has something to say, and I know it's
I love
because I got a new weapon and a new aspect and a new fucking keepsake. So I get it, Skelly. You got some shit to say.
He's just gonna say, fucking beat me up. Like
He's got a
Dude,
he's got a whole thing.
no, here's the
later
thing. Here's the
on.
thing.
It's-
Here's the
oh
thing.
man.
No one likes Skelly, and you know how I know this because the fucking talking Skelly plush has been on clearance on Fangamer for like 2 years for like $9, and it's still not sold out. No one's
That's a
buying
damn
that
shame.
fucking
Skelly's
thing.
great.
Okay.
What's
But
wrong
did
with
No
they,
one's
like-
buying it.
did they
I
do a
love
Dusa
Skelly.
plush?
Yeah, and that thing sold out like immediately. I'm saying like the Skelly talking plush has been on clearance for like 2 years, $9,
I'm
and
gonna
I've
buy it. I'm
considered
gonna
it
buy
several times, and then I go, I don't know if I really care about Skelly, especially his voice, which I get it. Maybe it's funnier when they're talking about it in the Supergiant office, but like, I don't know. It's like Brooklyn
downer.
skeleton. What
Such
is
a
going on
downer.
here?
Hey, okay.
He's fine.
Okay. Dusa talking plush, $39. Cerberus plush restock planned, $36. Skelly talking plush, $9. That's brutal.
I'm
That's
gonna
fucking
buy a Skelly
brutal.
plush. I'm gonna throw him a
That's
bone.
fucking brutal, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Supergiant loves Skelly more than everybody else.
Yeah, he's
I love
a
me some
plant.
Skelly.
He's an industry plant for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh, he's also fucking huge too for $9. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's discounted. And it's
He's
been
like
like
a
that for
foot
2
long.
years.
Like,
he's
2 years,
practically
Crispy.
he's practically a
2
coat
years.
pillow.
Fangamer
And
ordered
yet-
like a
and yet-
million of them.
And yet Dusa is like the most expensive one. Oh yes, yes.
Also,
I
new
love we-
Dusa is no Dusa.
You don't
You
like
know,
Oh, you
Dora?
talking about the ghost girl?
She's fine. But you know.
I like Dora. I love her little like her bit where she's obsessed with haunting and she like switches into like scary ghost mode every once
You
in a
know,
while.
one
I
of the
love it.
reasons I want to get out of the hub is because like I feel like in this game, more so than the first game, all the interesting characters I want to talk to are out in the world and not at my fucking base. They're just not. You know?
I don't feel
You
the
run
same
into
way. I mean,
some really cool fucking
Well,
people
I
out
mean,
in
fucking
the game.
Odysseus, like
Odysseus, dude. You know, the first 38 times I talked to him, he was great. By time 74, I'm over it. Okay? I get it.
okay,
I get it.
I like Moros.
okay.
There's so much writing in that game. There might be
And
more
Eris.
writing in Hades 2 than any video game.
Oh,
It's
there's
Any
an
video game ever
Astrobot
written
plush.
ever? Yeah. Yeah,
There's
you
an
could really
Astrobot
tell they
plush.
took that
There's
Hades
a
money.
dog. Okay. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you,
Sorry,
none of them
off
are
topic.
$9. None of them are $9.
None of them are $9. They're all like
No.
$36.
Yes.
None of even the fucking dancing. Oh, dancing Flowey. Oh, the Shroombo plush from Ooblets is $10.
Yeah, no. What even is Ooblets?
I don't
Hades
know.
2
I
sold
don't know.
millions and millions and millions
I
of
don't even
copies.
understand what I just said.
This is ridiculous.
You can buy an accessory. You can buy like a winter accessory pack for the plushies for $24.
This
Whoa.
episode goes out to
Dusa-
Skelly, okay?
Dusa's more expensive than the doll from Bloodborne. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, Dusa talks. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
All
a
right,
lot of them
all right,
talk.
all right. We'll obviously
I
circle
gotta-
back around. We'll talk more about
Okay.
Hades 2. Keep us posted on how it's going with you, Crispy. Keep going. It's it's pretty fantastic. And I'm hoping to finish it here pretty soon. Chris Davis,
Yes.
you had a quick mention you wanted to before you get into dispatch. You said you wanted to mention Ghost of Yote a little bit.
I'm making progress in Yote. I have finished 3 of the main areas completely, doing everything possible inside them. Taking out half the targets of the Yote 6. I'm now in...
So that's 3. You've taken out 3 of the 6. Does that include the one that you take out in the intro?
Yes.
In the prologue? Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
literally, you do fight him, so it does count. So I'm here's the thing. I'm almost 50 hours into this, and I get to this major story moment where we get a lot more backstory about what happened with Atsu and Jubei and all of them, and it's very emotional and everything, and it ends the cutscene, and then it comes up and it says, Chapter 2.
And how many hours in are you?
About 50.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Like, I'm hoping that it's...
Ugh.
I'm hoping that it's like
It's
how they
probably very
structured the
front-loaded.
axe in Tsushima. Because when I got to the new area, it's like a complete kind of environmental change and a lot more kind of going on, narratively speaking. It's still fucking cool, though. I've unlocked, I think, every single weapon in the game so far. I do like how they've balanced out how various different weapons are good counters to certain enemies or certain weapon styles and things like that. I have encountered and fought the first phase of a quote-unquote super boss, and I'm looking forward to figuring that guy out. And yeah, it's just continuing to be really fucking good. I'm really, really hoping to finish it over Thanksgiving or by Thanksgiving.
I'm really hoping to get back into it soon, but like I am trying so hard to get all the endings in Silent Hill F before I take that disc out and put Ghost of Yote back in. But I'm going to, man. Oh, fucking running out of time. There's so
I'm
much.
sure Ghost of Yote is great, but like it's
Oh, here he
like
comes.
it's probably
Debbie
the
Downer.
most like boring game to talk about this season. And I talked about Keeper.
Why?
Okay, that's low.
Why?
Because like
Because it's a known
it's like
quantity. Because it's
it's the Sony Prestige. We know exactly what it is. It is a sequel to that exactly what it is. And we know it's polished and great and
honestly
like
the conversation.
Heaven forbid a
we're-
game
it's-
be
it's-
fucking great.
But no, but listen. I
But,
kind of
like,
see what Brad's saying, but like
what do you-
the conversation around Ghost of Yote would probably be inherently more interesting as like a let's dig into like the story. Spoiler story stuff.
Yes, and I wish I wasn't
Because
the only one that was actually making progress on that.
I mean, but we're not
Those
going
games
to
are
go
so
into that on the
long.
podcast. Look. I am going to spend a significant chunk of time.
Tell
with
us
that game
about
by the end of the year.
your last play session of the game, Chris Davis. Tell us about one cool gameplay thing that happened.
Oh, don't take the bait, Chris Davis.
It's
Okay,
not bait.
so-
That's a real fucking question.
There was a sequence.
He's
Okay,
going
I'm
for
not
it.
I'm not
He's
going to do the
going for it.
spoiler one, which is, but I still want to talk about that one. There was a sequence in which basically the two armies that are fighting in the game, the Matsumai and Saito's clan, they've now gone to open war, and there's a peninsula in a story mission in which you have to go. That's where one of your targets is. He's going to appear.
One of the
and
Yote
you go,
6.
one of the Yote 6. And so you team up with the Matsumai to do a two-pronged assault on the lighthouse. So his Matsumai samurai
From Keeper.
storm the front and blow up the gates and provides a big distraction, while I sneak in from the side, and I can directly join the battle, or I can just bypass all that shit and go straight for the dragon. And it's just
Dragon?
well, I mean, they all wear masks, and they're known by their masks. So there's the spider, the snake, the kitsune, the dragon, things like that. And yeah, it was just this fun little sequence of, oh, they've introduced this new thing that I might have to deal with. That's, oh no, that might be a pain in the ass to deal with later in the game. I can tell they're going to do something with it.
Wait,
And yeah, it's just like this
Based on
cool
a choice you made.
I mean, it wasn't a choice. It's just a narrative thing with a new mechanic that they introduce, a new enemy threat. Like, if you want to talk about like cool mechanics, like the progression of you being hunted by the Saito clan, how the more you do in the game, the more it raises your bounty, and how the enemies get progressively harder and harder to deal with. Like, it starts out like, okay, just random bands of mercenaries will put tripwires along routes where you are supposed to traverse, and you could trip your horse, fall off it, and they ambush you. But then they start introducing things like hunting parties, and then these hunting parties come with heavy armor, and they even get like dogs and things like that. And the threat keeps escalating. And the cool thing that I discovered recently is if you lose to one of these major hunting parties, that's not the end of the game. It's not a game reset. You get captured, and then you have to escape and fight them.
that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
love shit like that. I didn't play a ton of the game before I put it down temporarily.
Yeah.
But like I definitely got kind of like vibes of they were taking some inspiration from like I'm tempted to say like the Nemesis
Shadows
system,
of
but like
Mordor?
but not like to the same extent. But like you are a wanted character, and there are different groups that are constantly hunting you, so it doesn't feel like you're constantly out there starting fights. You're out there avoiding other hunter parties who are actively looking for you because they want to collect your bounty on you, and that's kind of a neat dynamic.
But there's also so many nice little things. Like if you come across your bounty poster in the world, and you take that like you would take a normal bounty, instead of it like giving you a quest line, it instantly refills all your spirit. Like it's a character moral boost. Like you're really bringing it home to the Yote 6. It's just so many little things, like how they structure and try to group together activities instead of having you to drive across the map just to find things. The ability for you to like buy sketches of item locations for your map, then you place them
they're doing
on
the
your
Red
map
Dead
to find
thing.
them. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I was thinking, isn't there like treasure maps kind of things too, where you had to like find stuff based off of like very. I'm pretty sure I found like a treasure map that reminded me of like Red Dead Redemption, where I looked at the drawing and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna find this? Because it's just like minute.
There's
what I'm
some
talking about?
things like that. It's not like as obtuse as that. Like I can go to a cartographer and I can buy a few select map fragments to find some shrines or some altars or things like that. But I can also just learn them from people out in the world I just go find. Like I find a trader coming by and I go up to them and check in with them and they say, "Oh, there's a
The
hot
fleshing
spring if
out
you
of
go
the
in this
map.
direction." Yeah.
The filling out of the map feels more organic than it would be in, like, say, an Ubisoft game where you like go to the top of a tower and like look out. It's more of like who you interact with will give you certain intel, which will hint to where certain things are found, like general directions you can go to find things, and as you go in that direction, you'll find the map will fill itself in. So, like, I don't know, the whole thing feels a bit more organic.
Yeah.
And I like that.
You're not chasing nearly
anyway.
as many like golden birds to find things in the world. I feel like there's a better variety and spread out of like the activities you can do. And I never find myself bored when I'm playing this. I find myself
I didn't
wanting.
say the game was boring. I didn't say the game was boring. Sorry.
He just said the discourse.
No, but I mean,
compared to everything else that we have out right now, because
Yeah.
of just the absolute onslaught of releases this year. I mean, honestly, like when you think about it, even though Yote is like a really well reviewed game and a game I'm very excited to play, like I do feel like the discourse surrounding it died out
Yeah.
very quickly. But I do think that says more about just kind of the craziness of this year and the timing.
It says
in which it came out.
nothing to the quality. It has nothing to do with the quality of the game, right? I'm hoping that Nick doesn't play Yote and plays Chronos because I'd rather talk about Chronos because that one's kind of like a question mark.
There are a few smaller games I want to try and play. I want to play Chronos. I want to play Mafia: The Old Country. I want to play Hell Is Us. That's kind of like the tippy top of my like unknown that I want to play for the rest of the year. So there's some things. There's still lots to discuss, but holy fuck, it's November.
And you know what game would be really good to add to that list, Nick?
What?
Dispatch.
Okay, good transition.
Yeah.
You've been playing Dispatch.
And thank
you. You added it to our Steam library.
Yes, you are welcome.
Yeah,
and I expect every one of you to play this. This game is so fucking good so far. I've played the first.
Is it good? Is this going to top E33 for you?
No, nothing's going to top E33. But this, if it keeps going the way it's going, like I am having so much fun with the writing of this game and the acting that's going on and just the.
What's the elevator pitch for like the kind of like the concept of this game again?
Telltale, but watch more.
This is next generation Telltale from former Telltale devs doing their like version of The Boys.
Okay. So
The Boys without all the violence, basically.
What do you mean
It's not. Don't say The Boys though, Crispy. I think you would really like this, honestly.
You absolutely
It's
would,
not
man.
like
I just feel like nowadays anybody who's doing a superhero story is really just only interested in deconstructing the idea of superheroes.
It's not The Boys. It's like it's more like Suicide Squad, but charming.
That's
and funny.
Yeah.
But
charming and funny.
there is you did omit like when I said elevator pitch, I meant like the story concept. Like Dispatch refers to
the story. The story concept is that you are a washed up superhero who is basically out of money and can't be the superhero that he was. And so you're approached by another superhero. Man. Yeah, he's Mecha Man. And
he's Batman with no more money.
Yeah, he's Batman with no more money.
He's broke man.
Very good.
Yeah, he's broke man. And he gets approached by another superhero, a prominent one, and gets offered a job to be a dispatcher for a superhero company where you work in a call center, take calls, and dispatch superheroes on missions. As compensation for your time, they will pay for rebuilding your mech for you so you can get back out there. And it is
Jeffrey Wright's in the game, Crispy.
Oh, who cares? But so what?
What?
Crispy, you're very far away.
No, this was going to be made for
now. Like
No. We still stand Jeffrey Wright. He plays a Flash that is old but he's not actually old because he realized that going fast aged him fast. So now he can't use his superpowers anymore.
Yes.
Otherwise, he'll just die of old age. So he works at the dispatch company.
You got Jay Garrick. Gotcha.
Oh, fuck you. You're the one I'm saying fuck you to. You've read every fucking comic book, so you can't do an original comic thing. Excuse dispatch.
Lambe. That's kind of cool.
Crispy's like, I do all this.
It's
when
Will. It's
I-
Will.
like,
I played
honestly-
the demo and
Honestly, I
talked
do
about it.
really no. I'm kind of just being. I'm just kind of being goofy, but I do really want to play this game. Though I will say, I have a hard time just like accepting a new world of superheroes into my heart these days.
Dude,
Like,
it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Oh man, the writing is awesome. I am laughing so often, like deep open laughter at jokes in this all the time. And it's great because
are there romance options?
oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
There's-
he's
yeah.
a short guy.
Yeah.
I'm in.
No,
I'm in.
so
Can
every
I say wait. I want to pause because I know maybe not Nick, but I know Crispy. The people working on this are the people who worked on Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us.
yes.
The Wolf Among Us? The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
The Wolf Among
The
Us.
Wolf Among Us. You got it
Yeah,
correct.
they're former Telltale people that worked on those two games.
Leonardo DiCaprio is working on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's
The
interesting
Wolf of Wall
is
Street. Never mind.
Yeah.
Right.
so you're a dispatcher for this at the SDN. You're working in a call center, and your team of heroes that are getting sent out on missions are actually all ex supervillains that are in rehab. So every one of them has quirks. They have
Like
they're constantly making fun of you. They're doing all sorts of stuff.
Thunderbolt.
I
They're the
mean, yeah,
Thunderbolts. Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Shut up, Crispy.
Yeah, of course.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Get him.
Wait,
You
so
ruined it because
okay,
you
hang on,
said the
real quick, when
boys. You
say
could have at
he's-
least said Invincible or something.
I don't. Yeah,
Invincible is very, very varied. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
Robert Kirk or whatever his name is.
Kirkman.
I have a hard time with, but
I'm saying
um,
fake superhero spinoff.
this guy's a mech. Like when you say he has a mech, you mean like a Iron Man suit, or do you mean
His
like a
his
giant-
character is literally named Mecha Man, and
Okay.
he has this like the Mark I suit from the Iron Man movie, like the big old suit.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
basically
he's like
that.
Batman, but if his
Oh,
suit was like
oh.
Iron Man's suit.
Oh,
Wait, what am I talking about?
oh.
Bruce Wayne and
I mean, it's
Tony
not a
Stark, right?
Gundam, but it is a
Yes, that sounds
mecha
good.
suit, and it's I don't know, it's fun.
he's Aaron Paul. How do you feel about Aaron Paul?
I like his presentation in this. He
No
he
matter
is
how-
so good at
He's
the
not gonna
dry
sell
humor.
it, but he's not going to ruin it for me. I mean,
I think there's a demo, Crispy. I know the game's in the Steam library. Just
Yeah.
play
Yeah,
it,
what are you
man.
talking about?
play
You
it.
own the game.
I'll play it. Just
The-
everyone just
Aaron Paul's
We want you to eat crow.
delivery
You're
of
gonna eat
jokes is so on point. It is so dry. It is my kind of humor, and I am fucking here for it. And it just
Sure.
this
But,
is
like-
this is the best of what the Telltale formula can often do, and doesn't usually achieve. So
To
the
play
actual
Crispy Advocate, I will say, like, it maybe should have been something besides superheroes because they've done this so many. It's so saturated. Maybe they should have just been pirates or something. Running
let them
dispatch,
do
pirate
whatever the
dispatch.
fuck they want if this is their bar for quality going forward.
no. I mean, if it's good, I'd be really happy. Like new superhero stuff is sick.
Oh,
What?
it's good. It's good.
I'm like very much in a new superhero era right now, so this is like perfect timing. It's just
You will really like this then.
I
it's
just
a
I
lot of
don't
fun.
know that you can say that is the only thing.
But okay, but
Rude.
that's shut up.
I think you guys.
So
see
I
games
played
and
it
you're
too,
just
and I
like,
think you'll
oh,
like it.
Crispy loves
because-
this. Like,
No.
I'm coming from like a
know what-
narrative perspective.
No. I
It's
see
like if
both
somebody made a
sides
new
of
Dexter like, and
why
y'all were like, you would really like this, and I'd be like,
I could see why. No. I could see why I understand the eye rolling, and I understand where Chris Davis is coming from because I've also played some of this, and it is good. And I don't think you have to like know that a lot about comics to think it's good.
Sure.
I'm also going to say that he hasn't mentioned like the mechanics. The
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say, we
haven't
haven't
had a
talked
chance
about
yet.
the
But
game.
What
you're
is that? What is
actually
that?
like dispatching villains to various situations based on
Yeah.
their stats, like fucking comic book card stats. And it's
Your Oracle.
okay.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking
But no,
nerd.
but that's so there's 4 different sets of mechanics in the game, and the primary one is
yes,
the
you're right.
dispatcher mode, in which you're going in there. And granted, this is not like a systems driven thing. This is like a narrative thing. So you're going to progress, and there's going to be set amounts of dispatch situations that you'll do.
You know, I'm sorry.
And so, yeah, when you work your shift, you take calls that are coming in, and you dispatch your heroes as best you can to match their stats to what the call wants. You never have an idea of the exact stats you need to have, and you'll never have 100% like compatibility or coverage, but you will at least be given like hints, like, oh, go here. This person needs to be escorted for their job. So, or go here and stop these car thieves that are at a high speed pursuit. So you'll want to hear our villain that has high mobility, or you'll bodyguarding. You'll want combat as well as a little bit of charisma, things like that.
By the way, we're calling them villains, but like these are villains trying to become heroes, right?
they are
Yes,
reforming former supervillains.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Like the
Just wanted to be clear,
Thunderbolts.
because it's like
like
you
the
like
Thunderbolts.
okay, shut the fuck up. It's
It's
like if Oracle was dispatching.
You know, no. Listen, you know, Oracle, like Barbara Gordon as Oracle, started during Gail Simone's run on Suicide Squad. Like Oracle is an invention of Suicide Squad, so that's actually kind of cool. Like,
Okay, I didn't know that.
this is kind of fun. Like,
The other mechanics in the game, there's the standard Telltale, 3 or 4 different choices of dialogue you can do, which I kind of like in this presentation because it feels so natural in how it flows. Like there's no camera cuts that are happening most of the time. It just naturally just happens. There's also the standard QuickTime events for a Telltale game, and then there's a hacking mini game that happens every now and then. I mean,
that
it's
thing
fine.
sucks.
It's okay.
I didn't like the hacking minigame.
I'm hopeful that it gets a lot more
I've played a
complicated
lot
later
of
in the game.
hacking mini games in my day, and this is maybe the worst one.
so is this
that's
like?
that's hyperbole.
I don't
but-
know. I
Is
only
it-
played the first chapter one, so
Is this
Oh.
stuff like all? Is this part? I mean, it almost looks like a. I don't know. I want to say roguelike, but
no, it's like a Telltale game, story driven.
so this is all like it's the same events happening in the same order
Yes,
with correct responses and incorrect responses and
Well, it's like
I'm not
choice-
certain
Varying
yet.
choice and
degrees of
consequence.
correct just responses.
choice and consequence, but it's probably all going to end up in the same place like a Telltale game. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
I will say that like
no,
the
really
dispatch
the draw here is
mode.
the story.
Yeah, that's the draw. The dispatch mode, I have not actually. I've only played through the first 2 episodes. There's 8 total. The 7th and 8th just came out this week. And I haven't
How long are these
restarted a
episodes?
dispatch situation, so I don't know if like the missions repeat. I'm hoping not. I don't
Like
think
a
they
Phil-
will. I think they're just fine.
You think they're
Um,
randomized?
I don't think they are.
No, it's scripted. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
No,
all.
but you just said you hope they won't repeat, or
I think he's saying he's hoping that there's enough content in here that you won't see the same thing multiple
Yeah,
times.
I don't want to see
Like
like
the same
repeated
situation?
situations over and over
same,
again.
same scenarios.
Cat in a
Yeah.
tree,
Uh,
kind of. Oh, we already did the cat.
He
in a
wants
tree.
he wants a Hades 2
we hit
situation
our
here.
cat.
I didn't say that.
How long are each of these episodes, by the way?
Oh, each one is maybe an hour max. It's not long.
How many?
This
You
was
said they're
originally
up to
going to be a
8?
Netflix show.
8.
Okay,
This was
see,
originally going to be a Netflix show?
That's a
Yeah,
that's
like a
pretty
like a Bandersnatch style Netflix show where you're still making choices.
Oh.
that seems like a pretty significant detail.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you think they would
Pretty
get Jeffrey
significant
Wright
pivot,
just
yeah.
for like nothing? Come on.
Well, yeah, I think so. He seems to be doing a
Shut
lot.
up. Shut up.
He seems to have like some kind of mortgage to pay. I don't know.
All right, somebody turn off Crispy's microphone. I'm just kidding.
What? No, dude. I like Jeffrey
Just
Rush.
kidding.
There's no like
He
when
misses
when
the
when
Basquiat
he
days, Jeffrey Wright.
listen in the French Dispatch when he plays that gay writer and he's talking about how easily he gets lost and he's like a weakness in cartography, the curse of the homosexual. Like I love that line, like, and I love the way he
It sounds
says
pretty
So
iconic,
true,
to be
though.
honest.
So true.
Oh man.
Anyway, so
I'm
far
gonna
this
play
game is
this.
fucking great. You all should play it.
I'm
This
gonna-
is really good.
I'm putting this on my Steam Deck. This feels like feels like the game we're all gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna all put it on our devices, and then we're gonna be competing to try and play it
Dude.
at the same time.
Jeffrey Wright, dude, voiced a character in 3 episodes of Ark, the animated series.
Yeah,
Ark
that's
based
what
on the
I'm
dinosaur
fucking saying,
video.
dude. Like,
Dude, but Ark has money. Ark has money.
yeah, they
It
do.
does.
They have
Maybe
no
the man just
class or
genuinely
tact.
likes his job. Okay.
Yeah, but did
Maybe
you
he
watch
just, like-
American Fiction from a
That's
couple
all
years
I'm
ago?
saying.
That was pretty
That's
good.
all I'm saying. He's a working actor who's gonna work. Like, don't say that like him being in this is like a seal of approval. That he only works on.
But he
fine
shows up and
work.
does good work, though. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Sure,
He's never like
sure.
dragging something down.
Sure, but
He's
he's one guy,
lifting it up.
and this seems like an ensemble piece. Okay.
I think-
Okay. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. We're not. We're
I
on
think
the
the
same
point-
side here.
I am thoroughly convinced.
looks fun.
I'm installing this tonight.
No, dude, No, wait.
girl-
There's one
the girl
thing Crispy's
superhero
gonna
that-
see.
What's the
Chris
one
Davis is hiding something. He's hiding something from you, and you're
What
gonna
is he
see it
hiding?
immediately when you boot up the game
What is it?
because
What?
their logo pops up.
What is
Oh
it?
no.
What?
I feel like if I tell you, you're not gonna play this game.
What?
I
have
don't know
to
what
know.
you're
You
talking
have
about.
to.
There's that
I
thing
have
that
to
Chris Davis loves.
Godzilla?
It's D&D adjacent.
I know Critical Role is directly attached to this project.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a critical role. I knew that.
It's like
Oh,
half
okay.
the half
Oh,
the cast
yeah,
of Critical Role is in this.
You mean
I don't.
you mean our
hate
biggest
Critical Role.
competitor?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate Critical Role, except for all the viewers they take from
Ex-
us.
Yeah, except for all the viewers they steal from us.
That's the only reason why we don't have more viewers is
You've
because
been
we're
vocally
in direct competition with
anti.
Critical Role.
You've been slightly
Yeah,
anti.
I've made some half-hearted jabs at them in the past just because it's kind of funny and they're super popular and they can take it. Doesn't mean I fucking hate them, Brad.
Okay.
Oh, Bog Noise in chat asked an interesting question. Maybe we can use this as the final
Yeah, the
thought on
fail
this
state.
before we move on. But does anything interesting come from sending the worst heroes? Like, is there a fail state or like
Oh yeah,
you-
I
if you make
definitely
the
failed
wrong
several
call.
missions in this. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
scrub. What the fuck, dude? Terrible dispatcher.
Well, it comes down to the fact that missions keep coming in when the right people I need for that call are not available. Like they have to go out on that
It is
call,
very
they have to
hectic.
do the call, they have to come back and rest. And
Yeah.
I only have a certain amount of time before, hey. I mean, like if you look
It's
at that
weirdly hectic.
upper part of the screen that's all hazy, I sent a character out there to stop a fire and they failed, and now the fire is engulfing the neighborhood. And so
oh, everyone's gonna die?
I mean, I do rectify it later because it comes back and gives me a second opportunity to address it. But it's still like there are fail conditions, and
Okay.
but based on your progression and leveling up as a dispatcher overall by getting a certain amount of complete calls without failures, earns you like the ability to upgrade some of your guys. Get like permanent, like, oh, you can rest faster or you can double your speed on calls and things like that. Yeah. But like I said,
Cool.
I've
What
only
if?
played like the first 2 episodes. I haven't seen like the bulk
Oh.
of what the game is just yet.
Oh. But let me
And
paint
And that
you this
8th
picture.
episode that came
Let me
out is
paint
the
you a picture.
last one.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're all
Let
out
me-
there now.
let me paint you a quick picture though. Imagine if instead of superhero not bog standard, but like superheroes yet again, it was instead of dispatching superheroes, you dispatched mascots to various mascot related events. Huh?
That
Then
sounds
all of a
Is this a
sudden you're
Yakuza
cooking.
joke? What is?
Well, no,
No,
Promise
it's
Mascot
that
Agency.
promised mascot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Promise
yeah, yeah.
Agency.
See that, and in
which you
that game you
frequently
could like
compared.
fly around and shit, right?
Well,
Like,
that's true. That's true too. Yeah, yeah.
like you had like a
Yeah,
car
that's
that
true.
could fly. Like that game actually looked pretty legit.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Brad did very frequently draw direct comparisons to Yakuza minigames
Yes, that as
when
well. That as
describing that.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't you
So
play like a Yakuza in that game?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Voiced by
Okay.
Kiryu Kazuma,
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice actor.
There you go.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Yakuza.
yeah, yeah. The Yakuza.
John
No Jeffrey
Yakuza.
Wright though. No, no
John
Jeffrey Wright.
Yakuza.
Actually, Jeffrey Wright might be in that game. I need to double check.
Yeah, you should. He could be.
Guys,
All
I got
right.
another game to talk about too.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Jesus Christ. Okay.
One segment show. Let's go.
One segment show. Let's do it, Brad.
the
Let's
clock,
take it
hit the clock.
home. Take us
I've been
home,
playing
Brad.
Ball Pit. I've been playing
Ah,
Ball Pit.
Ball
Ball
X
X Pit.
All
Ball
CrossFit.
Pit. It's in the Steam library. Here's the thing. I was planning to come onto this podcast and talking shit about Ball Pit because it's slop. It's Vampire
Hell yeah.
Survivor slop.
But
Especially because this game is look. I'm not going into it, but my Division 4 Super League win is in contention now because of the Karen Amina, the hardware delay. But Absalom is a game I had on my roster, and number 2 had Ball Pit on his roster, and Ball Pit is I believe still 1 point higher than Absalom, which is a fucking insult, a travesty even. Whatever, it's fine. Look here, I've been playing Ball Pit. When I started it, I was like, this is fine, this is slop, whatever. I'd rather play Vampire Survivors. It is Breakout, Arkanoid, move the paddle on the bottom of the screen, hit the ball up into the a block breaker game where they're advancing on you and you have to fend them off roguelike style. But all your upgrades throughout your run are very Vampire Survivors. So you're getting various ball types. Those ball types are leveling up. You're combining them. You're getting ball evolutions by combining them. Very Vampire Survivors. The style of leveling up is also extremely Vampire Survivors, where even the screen pops up and it's like, oh, is it going to level up one thing? Or, oh, wait, but this time it leveled up 5 things. That's crazy. Like literally just ripping off Vampire Survivors, which is what got me eye rolling in the first place. I mean, there's a lot of this style of game out there these days. This one has like a pretty interesting twist on it if you really like Breakout, but you're not even really playing Breakout because you shoot the balls up into the enemies. And they bounce around, and you try to get them into kind of the backfield through like little cracks, so that bounces around more and does more damage, right? But you're not like bouncing them back at the enemy. They just kind of bounce all over, then they bounce past you, and then they eventually just go back to your character, and then you shoot them out again. With the exception of one character class, which actually is like called the Knight, who has a big wide shield that does function as a traditional Breakout paddle. And I'm going to say the reason this game really melted my cold heart is because they have some really clever ideas for twists on like the class type, the character type you play as, right? Like in Vampire Survivors, every character is just really kind of like they have different passive abilities and maybe they start with a different weapon, but like they don't really play all that differently once you get a run going. And I know there are roguelikes, I mean, Vampire Survivor likes where there's a little more variety, like Halls of Torment is one I talked about where you actually play different classes. But this game, like the way they keep the ball breaker twist going with the different class types gets increasingly more and more clever, and that's kind of what charmed me. By the end of the game, I almost don't want to spoil it, but I do want people to try this game, and I think this will There's some really, really good ones in there. But I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. It's slop. There is a character that you unlock. Oh, so for example, there's like twins, right? And the twins will shoot double the balls, but like half, damage or whatever. But you aim them like mirror style, so it's like trickier, but you can get into more places. It's kind of cool. There's a class that like shoots the balls from the back of the screen instead of the front of the screen, which is like really hard to use, and you kind of got to build around it because you're getting like passives and stuff that you level up as well, like, oh, you do more damage if you hit the enemy from behind and that sort of thing. It's kind of like the backstabber, right? You have characters like the knight, which actually does kind of have functionally a big paddle, but by the end of it, like, it gets cool. Like, one of the final unlocks is a turn-based character, and it turns the game turn-based. It's still a chaotic Vampire Survivors, but it's now turn-based, and it's very
Cool.
funny. Yeah,
How
cool
does that
stuff like that.
even-
Well, it like the game will literally pause every like 5 seconds or whatever. So you'll move a little bit to the right, and then you'll aim where you're gonna shoot your ball, and then you go. It just slows the game down to like very start and stop. And it's like clever, it's smart, it's clever, and you could still actually play the game that way. In fact, I did pretty good with the turn-based character. I mean, the final character you unlock plays the game by himself, which sounds silly, but there's another layer to the game, and that's the base building. Between runs, you go back to your base, and you're constantly unlocking. It's like a town builder, right? And it's a town builder that you interact with and gather resources with the same way you do like the main brick breaker style, except you're like shooting like villagers into the various like resource and like buildings that you're trying to build, and then they'll bounce around, and like you'll unlock a blueprint to like make a building that like boosts your, it's kind of like the power ups in Vampire Survivors. Like the actual upgrades are pretty like, you know, straightforward. They're not too like super inspired, but like the way you interact with your town is cool because you place down a building, but the building's not made, right? The villagers have to build it. So you're trying to like position them in such a way to where you get more bounces between the villagers, so your shit upgrades faster. And then you're also trying to like bounce them into like the forest so they get trees because you need wood and you need stone, and I think I'm about to go back to the base. But you also start to like come up with like broken like build types where like I have all my gold mines in a very narrow little column that I send all my guys to bounce between the gold mines to get a shit ton of gold, because that's what is fueling my town building or whatever. And it's, at first it was really clunky, like just getting used to like moving the buildings around and rotating them and sticking them together and whatnot. But eventually I just, because I was playing this on Steam Deck, I just logged in on PC and I'm like, look, I'm just gonna mouse and keyboard this shit to kind of get a better layout and it like more easily than I could with the controller. And since I've done that, it's been like a breeze, right? Like up until that point, I'm just kind of like putting shit everywhere, trying to get my shit to like. I think I recorded this footage a couple weeks ago before I like really figured my shit out. So it's a little chaotic. But if you saw like the way my town look now, it's like fucking efficient as shit, and it's fun. Like it's a clever idea. It's a little, you know, Loop Hero inspired. I think one of the reasons I was eye rolling my at this game so hard, not just because they had that big Devolver Direct right during Key 3, where all they featured was BallxPit. I'm like, whatever, dude, you guys are dorks. But the fact that it's so clearly like ripping off Vampire Survivors and Loop Hero and stuff. But like I said, the more I played it, the more it grew on me, and it's still really addictive, as this genre
You sold out.
certainly can be. And it is just clever enough and like, okay, that I definitely warmed up to it. It's still like Absalom absolutely mogs this game. Fuck you. Like, this game should not be like an 87 on OpenCritic. Okay, it's definitely getting a Devolver bump, and like if y'all want a little tip for fantasy critic, like critics, they eat this shit up, dude, because they get addicted to it and they think, oh, I'm addicted to it, so it's got to be like a 10, you know. While like the keeper is struggling, right, to stay in the 80s because, you know, I don't know, it's fucking boring. Maybe they're right. Maybe the critics are right. But again, it's like it's not like you can't associate with like it being addictive to like it being like quality, because like that credit goes to like Vampire Survivors. Okay, it's not even fair. It's just bullshit. That's like crack. I don't know, BallxPit. It's good. I mean, it's in our Steam library. I definitely recommend it. The problem with like recommending this game is there's so many cool games to play this year, and even some that are like doing this sort of thing, right? Like Megabonk is just Vampire Survivors in 3D, and you can jump. You know, it's wild shit. There's a
Megabonk?
lot of them. Megabonk, dude. Dude,
Okay.
look up Megabonk, man. That one blew up in a way that I guess this one did pretty well, but like Megabonk really blew up on Steam. It probably came out like a month before this. Absalom is the one that breaks my heart, because that one is really like they made Hades into a beat 'em up and they fucking nailed it. Fuck. Guess I'll talk about it next week, since I forgot to talk about it. I didn't forget to talk about it on the podcast. It's like
Technically,
like,
you have talked about it, just
No,
not since it
no,
released.
but I played way more than just the fucking demo, dude. I finished the game. I got to the true ending, dude.
Why do you think
It's because I keep getting bumped by these AAA games, you know. A second segment stigma, dude. I get bumped,
Bro,
and all of a sudden,
bro,
no.
You're getting bumped. You brought 2 games tonight, and they are Keeper.
I brought
you brought
3
3
games, you fucking liar.
You brought 3 games tonight, and you brought
Can I-
Keeper
can
and
I?
BallxPit,
No,
and then you
no, no.
complained about getting bumped.
Do you know what Nick
AAA
asked me
games.
today? Do you know what Nick asked me today? I've been
If you were
saying for
bringing-
3 weeks, I need to talk about Keeper on the podcast. Do you know what he said to me? He says,
Are you
"Hey,
bringing footage
So
from
do
Keeper?"
you have Keeper footage?" Dude, you know why he's asking that? He wanted to bump that shit down to quick mention.
No.
That's what that was.
No. I'll tell you what it was. I sent out the link, we used to use this a lot. I used to use a Google Doc to plan the podcast every week and say, "Hey guys, fill out the doc," and that's how I would make overlays and stuff. And we have a thing on there. It's like, "Are you bringing footage?" That way, if you can't get footage, maybe somebody else can swing and get some. And
Nobody got Keeper footage.
nobody, Brad, of course, as he does, doesn't touch that column. So it just says he's bringing 3 games, and according to this document,
Because there's like 4
he's not
columns,
bringing-
and like I have
there's
never
2
brought
columns,
a game.
bro. You put your name next to the game, and you put your name in the column for
I didn't
capturing
want to
footage.
type
if
my
you're
name
bringing
8
footage.
times. I would have had to type my name.
You
8 times.
lazy
That
son
is
of a bitch.
that
No.
is fucking bullshit.
Copy
No.
paste.
No, because I'm doing it on a fucking phone, dude. Like Google fucking Sheets on a fucking phone sucks ass. Listen. Here's the thing. I'm not Chris
Motherfucker.
Davis. I always bring footage. In fact, I don't even want to talk about a game on this podcast without footage. Okay, I'm not Chris Davis.
It's why I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and I didn't hammer you about
But
all the games.
But like, you can assume if I put a game on there, I will have footage.
All right. That is the first time
Like I said 4 times already, I'm not Chris Davis. Fucking
Fuck.
Peglin. I'm still waiting on Peglin footage.
I have shown Peglin. Fuck you.
We don't even care anymore, man.
That
we
was
don't
the
even
deepest
care
cut.
anymore.
I'm gonna end this
Wow.
show right now. Just fucking go to
Actually,
the 4-player
Okay,
minute, Nick.
you know there's some
Everybody
truth
shut
to
up.
what I'm saying.
Everybody shut up. 4-player minute. We're wrapping this show up.
No,
One
I
segment
think we
show.
should skip the 4-player minute this week, honestly. It's been a long show. It's a single segment. We talked about like 8 games. Why do we need a 4-player minute?
All right, that's fair. That's
I mean,
fine.
I can keep it really short.
No.
You want me to do an actual minute? But y'all have to stick to an actual minute.
Yes.
I'll stick to a minute, but y'all got to stick to a minute.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
fine. Fuck it. The
All right.
people will be
My
mad.
4-player
if we do
minute
it.
is today. Vampire Survivors VR was announced. I downloaded that immediately. I've been playing Vampire Survivors. I was supposed to spend all day playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm off. I booted this shit up and I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? It's in VR. It's 3D. Like you're looking down at the field. All the sprites are like sticking up. It's
like
fucking
voxel.
great.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've been playing the Castlevania one where I got so like overpowered recently, and I kind of longed for the days of early Vampire Survivors where it was actually hard and you die and die and die. Now I have that in VR, and it's great. It's amazing. It's on. I mean, I have a Quest 2. It was available on the Meta Quest 2 at least. get it. It was like $9. That's it.
Cool.
It's
Look
great.
at that.
It's
Nice.
fucking great.
Nicely done. Crispy.
Whoa.
I
Okay.
don't know footage.
I think tomorrow Marvel Rivals is releasing Gambit, which is kind of cool. They're doing
Okay.
Gambit and Rogue this month, and they in the trailer announcing it, they also teased a Cyclops. So within the next month or so,
Ooh.
we might be getting Cyclops in Marvel Rivals. I'm exceedingly excited about that. Cyclops is my favorite Marvel hero.
Are
Boom.
all
Done.
his skins
Said.
going to be various like
Said.
forms of dweeb, like
Just
lab
said, done,
coats
done,
and
and set. Lab coats.
suspenders and?
He's not a scientist.
I'm sorry, I don't
ass.
know. He's
like-
Chris Davis.
He's like a cool
Chris
guy.
Davis. Save
My
us.
4-player minute is split between the fact that Ubisoft seems to be in really big fucking trouble this afternoon. They announced that 15 minutes before they were due to release their quarterly numbers, they canceled it and they have pushed it to an unlisted date. So that can't be fucking good for them. Other thing is that Valve decided to announce new hardware yesterday. They announced
Okay,
a
you
brand
don't
new...
have a minute. This is not going to be a minute long.
Bitch, stop interrupting me, and I'll be a minute. They've announced they're bringing back Steam machines. They've got a brand new controller, which looks good, and they have the next generation version of their VR headset, which they're calling the Steam Frame. It is a standalone headset that is not tethered. It looks really fucking cool. It's supposed to be streamable wirelessly instead of tethered, but you can also play games
dude,
on its own.
they all stream wirelessly. They all stream wirelessly.
Don't
You're
don't
old
make
school.
me buy another headset. Just don't do it.
Look,
I'll do it.
look it up. It looks really good, and all the
Wait, are you
technology
going to
is
buy this
really
shit, Chris
positive.
Davis? Are you going to buy this shit, Chris Davis? Like all this shit? You're such
If
a Valve mark.
I am like I was
It's VR. No one plays VR.
If they provide me a reason
we're
to
going
buy
over a
one,
minute.
I will.
What does that mean?
That means
Okay.
if they announce
Thank
a
you,
fucking
Chris
Half-Life
Davis.
game, I'll do it.
It's not going to be VR.
Probably
Better
not.
be. Anyways, hey, for my 4-player minute, I just wanted to briefly mention I'm still playing Silent Hill F, and I'm almost done with my second playthrough. But today, they released an update for the game that introduces a quote unquote casual mode, which would basically allow you to. It's designed to help people who are trying to get the additional endings after having finished the game. So it helps. It actually lets you bypass a chunk of the game that doesn't have any impact at all on the actual story, which are on the
Then
actual
why
like,
is it in
unlocking of the
there?
new ending. I mean, no, sorry, it doesn't impact the actual attaining of the true ending.
Yeah.
So when you're
That's
playing
very
the
like
game for the
visual novel
third,
coded.
when you're playing the game for the third time, because it is rather complicated doing all the things to unlock the true ending. By the time you get to the third playthrough, there's this chunk of the game that is basically the same through all three playthroughs. Nothing's changed. They just let you skip that.
Yeah. Because a
which is
visual
cool.
novel writer is responsible for this, like the story in this game. And visual novels like are always these like loop games with different endings, and you can always like just skip all this shit up until the part where it's different. So it's funny that
And
they just patched that into this.
I think it's cool because man, I'm on that playthrough, a second playthrough now. The game is continuing to like really surprise me with like all the changes and new shit that's happening. I've like gone like what the fuck like several times, and I'm really excited to get the third true
Do you need
ending.
a guide?
But you should probably look up. Well, it tells you on the menu. It'll tell you like the like you need to do this and this to unlock the second ending.
It tells you
and third
in the
ending.
game?
In like once you beat the game for the first time, it unlocks a new menu option that says endings, and it tells you the criteria for unlocking it.
Oh.
But
Weird.
they're kind of vague. It's like find this thing
Okay.
and do this thing to that thing that you just found, and you're like,
Is one of them find a gun? Because
no, one of them is
looking to
it's-
spice
one of
up
them
the
is
gameplay a little bit.
One of them is find a sword, and the sword's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I don't need that. I don't need that. I need a gun.
Yeah, what if
A gun
what
would
if,
ruin
like,
this game.
on your
Dude,
third playthrough you get like
A
I-
gun would
I am
ruin
all-
this game. Oh, sorry. What about a bow and arrow?
No, dude. I'm just saying, like Silent Hill F is creeping up my list, man. It's so fucking good. I'm
We
so
know.
thrilled.
know.
Anyways, that's it. That's my 4-player minute, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I know this has been a little bit of a long episode with no break, um, but we appreciate you for sticking with us. Lots of cool video games out right now. I hope you found something that interests you. We'll be back next week to talk about more video games, more new stuff, hopefully. And yeah, in the meantime, between shows, you can find us on our Discord at discord.gg/4player. You can, of course, subscribe to the show on your preferred podcast service. And you can find all of our episodes on 4playernetwork.com. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention this at the top of the show. Last week, we did our 2025 Fantasy Critic like catch up or like recap of the year so far for our league plus all of our community leagues. So we dedicated the entire episode to that. So if you're really into like the Fantasy Critic nitty gritty stuff, go check that episode out because we talked all Fantasy Critic for the entire episode. It was fun. So, anyways, guys, we'll catch you next week. In the meantime, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.